Hello, my name is Michelle Wintroad and I currently live in Brighton, Colorado. I am the oldest of 3 kids and the only active sibling of the church. My parents have been married for 55 years and live down in Centennial right by the Denver Temple. My dad's a recorder at the temple and my mom is a caregiver to my sister who resides in a nursing home nearby. My brother, the youngest, lives on the western slope in Fruita, Colorado with his 3 children and his wife. I am currently single and have 2 kids in college. They live in state and I try to see them as often as possible as we have a good relationship. I work at a nearby Chick-fil-A as the Director of Training and Leadership Development, and I'm coming up on my 8th anniversary here in August at Chick-fil-A. I've been married and divorced twice, and I could go on and on about what I do not want in a relationship, but I will focus on the vision of what I now know what I need in a future relationship and a marriage. I am looking for a relationship that is filled with kindness, consideration, and compassion, a relationship and marriage with emotional maturity. However, where we can laugh through the thick and thin, we can also be serious when the time is right. I hope that we can both own our mistakes and gently put each other in our place when we don't recognize our own. I like that when we say we're sorry and follow it up with validated actions, that we will forgive each other and let it go instead of holding on to the infraction and use it as ammo at a future date. We would make the time for each other in the midst of our busy, communicate any concerns or differences of opinion in a civil and a humane manner, and being willing to let each other grow at our own pace as we support each other. When we feel heated after differences of opinion, my wish is that we will take time to cool down and walk away before we engage in healthy forms of conflict resolution as we take turns sharing and listening to each other, and then come to a compromise or agree to disagree, but not let it ruin our relationship as we respect each other's individual opinions. I believe that these are all realistic expectations, as I don't believe anyone should try to read each other's minds. Communicating our needs and expectations is an important part of creating healthy boundaries. How we both behave will govern the patterns of love towards each other. And anyone can be a jerk, but with sincere apologies backed up with trying not to hurt each other on purpose with a hidden agenda of keeping a tally of who's wronged who, we can develop a loving environment. Accepting that we are both individuals on different paths in the same direction should help us understand that if it's okay if we cannot fulfill all of each other's needs and look to friends and family and our personal interests to meet those needs. Above all, how we deal with conflict will determine the life and breadth of our relationship and marriage. Harsh words can leave marks that can never be taken back. How we talk to each other will set the tone, as positive influence will always outweigh criticism. No one is perfect. As we make mistakes along the way, how we handle them may not be the way we should. We may say something that we may not mean, or even say it in a way we shouldn't, for instance, with sarcasm or a harsh tone. Also, disregarding one another with the silent treatment after we make a mistake or have a disagreement is not only unhealthy, but cautioned by our church leaders. If we apologize, they cannot be simply empty words. I'm sorry accompanied by a kiss is not enough. We need to follow up by not doing the same thing again and be consistent to win back the trust of our loved one. I believe that it's impossible to have a healthy, functioning relationship and marriage, and that 2 people can work with each other in a loving way as they build mutual respect, unconditional love, and a home filled with charity. It may seem idealistic, but I know it's possible. Thank you.